Well, hello everybody. I hope you're having a blessed and beautiful day today. We had a whirlwind weekend. We went to Montana to celebrate my son's 10th birthday. His birthday was yesterday, but he wanted to go earlier, so we went to my in-laws' house. And then we came home and celebrated his birthday here. And then tomorrow is my 15th wedding anniversary, so we're celebrating that. It has been just crazy. I'm showing you our pasture. We're getting some sheep, and we have a fence that's being put right there to kind of keep them on one side for now so they can eat our pasture. I can't wait till they come. They're supposed to be here this week. They're not ours, but there's a place that we board coconut when we go on vacation, and they have a farm and they have sheep and goats and all of that stuff. So for bartering, because people do still do that, for free boarding, because we're going to be going out of town quite often this summer, so the sheep are going to come over and eat our pasture for free, and they are going to board coconut for free. So it's a nice trade-off. It is about 95 degrees right now still, and it is 7:30 at night. It is really toasty, but I love it because when we left to go to Montana, it was 42 degrees. I'm not even joking. 42 degrees, really cold. I'm talking jackets, and just, it was so cold. And we came back to 90-degree weather, and we were only gone for 3 days. So I'm not complaining, but anyways, I wanted to come on and just kind of talk with you a little bit about something that I saw. So we've been watching, I'm sure that you know by now, we've been watching the Israel, I don't know if it was an election or what exactly it was, but they had where the Lapid, I think that's how you say it, I don't remember, but they were trying to form a government because there's been so many years, there's been 4 elections, and nobody has been able to form a government. Everybody wants to say, oh, we love Netanyahu, but nobody wants to back him. So they can't really say, oh, well, we love Netanyahu and we want him in, and then just not vote for him. I don't understand that, but whatever. So finally, there's been somebody that has stepped up to the plate that can form a government, has got the votes, and he is taking the place of Netanyahu. Netanyahu is now going to be voted out, and this guy is going to be voted in. I believe his name is Naftali Bennett, I think. Please forgive me if I am wrong on the name. But what I find interesting is that I will show a picture also, maybe towards the end of the video, where I saw on Israel News or Jerusalem Post, where the people are angry. There's on both sides, Palestinians and Israelis, they're angry that this guy is coming in. And I just find it suspect. And here's why. And this is, please hear me. You know, this is my take and my view on this. This has nothing to do with, anything else. This is just my opinion, okay? So this, you can take it or leave it for what it is, but this is my opinion only. I just find it suspect that this guy is coming in at this very moment, in this very time, that we see all of these rumors of wars and the wars coming up with Iran and Russia and China and all of these countries, and we have everything kind of all happening at once. We have, the earthquakes, we have the food shortage, we have the virus, and then we have the jab, we have all of this stuff that's going on. And now you have this guy that's coming in that has a lot of people backing him. He's able to form a government, which hasn't been done for 4 elections. And now there's a article that I read off of Jerusalem Post that both Palestinians and Israelis, they don't like him, and they even went so far as to say that they were going to assassinate him. Now, why I find that suspect is that in Revelation 13, it talks about the Antichrist having a mortal wound that is healed. And I kind of put two and two together. I was thinking, and I'm not saying that this guy is it. Obviously not. The church isn't going to know who the guy is, and we're not looking for the Antichrist. We're looking for Jesus. But it's fun. I don't want to say fun, but it's interesting to watch the news and kind of put the pieces together and kind of wonder if this may be it, if this is, the final piece to the puzzle, to the rapture puzzle. Because you have this guy that's coming in who will form a government, who will be able to broker peace between the Palestinians and the Israelis. He's more on the left side, or the democratic side. He's going to broker peace with the Palestinians and the Israelis. He is just coming in at a very inopportune time. And now you have the group that's saying that they want to assassinate him, or they're going to, and he hasn't even been voted in yet. And it basically said that they were going to assassinate him in the street. So when I saw that, I thought, okay, so the whole world is going to see this happen, and the whole world would see him healed also. Now, like I said, that's my viewpoint. That's my opinion on it. And if not, it's, whatever it is, but whatever it is leading to something. It's definitely leading to the rapture. It's leading to war. And if this guy isn't the guy, if there's so much anger about him coming in on both parts, you would think that the Palestinians would be anxious to get Netanyahu out, and then more anxious to get like a Democrat in, because a Democrat would be more likely to give them what they want. But if you think about Revelation, when it talks about how the Antichrist gets a mortal wound, there has to be a reason why he gets a mortal wound. Is it because he is not liked? Is it because he is not doing something correctly, or something that the people don't like, or what? He has a mortal wound. My view on that is that he's assassinated. Whoever is in power at the moment, whoever is in office at the moment, is then assassinated, and then he gets healed, and then that's when he comes about as the quote-unquote Messiah. When the whole world sees this guy alive and well, and knowing full well that there would be no possible way, because he had a mortal wound, which is a fatal wound, the whole world is going to look at him as the Messiah, because he resurrected from something that's impossible. So, I kind of saw that, and I thought, I was kind of putting the biblical puzzle pieces together, and I thought, is this it? Is this it? Because, we are not in the tribulation. I've been seeing a lot on Twitter about people saying, we're in the tribulation, and when are people going to wake up, and when are people going to see that we're in the book of Revelation? And I had a conversation with somebody on Twitter, and I said, what part of Revelation, or what part of the tribulation do you think we're in? Because, we haven't had the bowl judgments, we haven't had the seal judgments, we haven't had, asteroids falling to the sky, or to the ground, destroying all the water. We haven't had the Antichrist being revealed. We haven't even had anybody likely to be the Antichrist coming onto the scene, causing peace, creating a fake peace. We don't even have a 7-year peace treaty. We don't have peace between the worlds and the nations. We don't have any of that stuff. So I don't know how you could say we're in the tribulation when none of that stuff has happened yet. This is all leading up to the tribulation, and the tribulation, if this were the tribulation right now, boy, this is a walk in the park, okay? The tribulation is going to be a very serious event. It's going to be an event where there's going to be a lot of sorrow and a lot of pain and a lot of sadness and a lot of death, and it's going to be it's one on top of the other. It's just going to keep going and going and going. And, people are going to be crying out for God to kill them because they can't handle it anymore. And we are not there yet. We are so close to it, but we are not there yet. So, but where I was going with that was that if, and I say big capital IF, if this new guy that's coming in, and if you guys remember my dream 2 years ago when I said that Netanyahu was going to lose, and once he comes out, the next person that comes in was the Antichrist. I didn't see a name, I didn't see a face, I didn't hear a name, I didn't hear a face. But I did hear and I did see that Netanyahu lost the election, and the next person that came in was the Antichrist. Now, people wanted to mock and scoff at that. They wanted to just, and I even had my doubts because, here we are, Netanyahu is in, he's in. And time after time after time. And I'm thinking, Lord, was that dream from you, And here we are, 2 years later. And, if this guy is the guy, and the church has to be gone before he's revealed, then how much closer are we? And I'm not saying that, the rapture is going to happen tomorrow. I'm not saying that, this guy is the Antichrist. He may not be, okay? But the church won't know who the Antichrist is anyways. We are going to be raptured out of here before he's even on the scene. So, the rapture is so close. It's just so close that we can almost taste it. And, I've been seeing how everything is coming down all at once. And that's how the tribulation is going to be as well. Everything's going to be coming down one on top of the other. It's just not going to let up. You're not going to have a moment of peace. You're not going to have a brief moment of reprieve, like, okay, nothing's happened for a week or a month or 2 months or 6 months, and then all of a sudden it starts up again. It's going to be a one on top of the other type of event. So, and we can kind of sort of see that happening now with everything that's happening globally. The hacks that are happening with the meat plants, and the shortages that are going to be happening, the crop shortages. You're going to start having water shortages, because you have water that's being filtered, to put in your bottles, your bottled water. You're going to have that sort of plant be hacked and not be able to be used. So you're going to run out of water. You're going to run out of food. You're going to run out of produce. You're going to run, and you have people that are stockpiling too. And you're going to have this where it's leading up to, and it's getting stronger by the day, where you aren't going to be able to go into the store unless you have proof of what. I was in Walgreens today, and they let you come in without a mask, but over on the loudspeaker it says that it's coconut came out. Sorry about that, guys. My kids keep coming out. Anyways, I was in Walgreens, and they were talking about, or over the loudspeaker, it said that only the jabbed could be in there without a mask on. Well, I didn't have a mask on, but they didn't ask for proof either. But it's just, it's leading up to it. And that whole thing with the passports and all of this, the virus, everything is just to see how far they can push it and what people will do. If people had pushed back and said no, then they would have known that the time is not now. But because people followed it so closely, and now it has grown to be such a cult, they know that people are like sheep, and one will follow after another, and whatever sounds good, must be right. And they trust man over God. They trust science over God. Here's Beanie. Coconut. She's mad because she can't come very far on her leash. Anyways, that's kind of what I wanted to talk a little bit about today. I just, my thought on the whole subject. And, I might be wrong, but, with everything that's going on and everything that we see that's happening, it's almost like I don't think I am. I'm not being prideful, and I'm not saying I'm right and that's final, but I honestly don't believe that we have very much longer, and everything that's happening globally. And now the person that's getting in there in Israel, this is not a coincidence that he's getting in at this time and this place. And during all of this event that's happening, it's not coincidence that he is in. And another thing, with our American elections and the fraud and stuff that happened with that, and the fraudulent presidency that's the fraudulent president that's in the office now, it's kind of like America mirrors what Israel does. And it's almost like the same thing is happening over there that happened here, where, they put in somebody that nobody really likes, nobody really voted for, but the president over there voted for this guy. And then I guess I don't know how it all works, but there's a new president that's coming in, and I don't know how it works. But anyways, there's a new president that's coming in, and he's a Democratic liberal president as well. So you get a group of liberals in a room together, and it's not going to be good. And with the death threat already, and he hasn't even been sworn in, like I said in Revelation 13, there is a reason why the Antichrist gets a mortal wound. He brings about a false peace, and somebody doesn't like it, or doesn't like him for whatever reason. So could this be the time? Could this be it? And could that threat be, Revelation 13? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, or we won't wait and see. I don't know. We won't be here to see it. But all I have to say is just look up, because Jesus is coming. And I know we say that often, and we have to just keep saying it over and over and over and over again, that Jesus is coming. So anyways, guys, I'm going to let you go. My kids, they keep coming outside. So I'm going to let you go. I hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day.